Good morning friends. Today we are going to discuss about the Chinese remainder theorem that is used for Chinese remainder theorem states that there always exists an x such that satisfies the given congruence, that is x the congruence equal to remainder of 0, that is number 0 mod number 0, y congruence equal to congruence to remainder 1 mod number 1, and number that one of the condition it should satisfy is this number 0 and number 1 must be co-prime to one another each other. For example, x congruence equal to 1 mod 5, x congruence equal to 3 mod 7 means 5 and 7 should be co-prime. That is GCD of 5 and 7 must be 1. Let's say another examples also. There may be more number of equations also. We can solve x by this Chinese remainder theorem. X congruence equal to 2 mod 3, x congruence to 3 mod 4, x congruence to 1 mod 5. 3 GCD of 3 and 4, GCD of 4 and 5, GCD of 5 and 3 must be 1. If it satisfies these rules, we can find x. We can find x by Chinese remainder theorem. X is 11. We will how we calculate x 11 we will discuss one by one. If suppose you are asking the Chinese remainder theorem means you have to write step by step. X congruence equal to a1 mod m1, x congruence to a2 mod 2, x congruence to a3 mod 3 means first step is GCD of m1 and m2, GCD of m2 and m3, GCD of m3 and m1 must be equal to 1. That is all must be co-prime. And also x, how we can calculate the x equal to m1 x1 a1 plus m2 x2 a2 like that into mod m. This is for calculating the m equal to that is capital M equal to m1 into m2 into m3 like that. Here we will calculate one by one. For mi equal to m divided by mi, that is example for mi means capital M by m1. Capital M is m1 m2 m3, m1 will get cancelled, so m2 m3 you will get like that. Similarly, m1 equal to m2 m3, m2 equal to m3 m1 and m3 equal to m1 and m2. To calculate the value of xi, ai we have and m2 we already calculated. We have to calculate xi. Xi means mi xi congruence equal to 1 mod m. We have to calculate the x. Xi means multiplicative inverse of m. Multiplicative inverse of mi. Example, mi xy congruence to mod mi. We already discussed. X congruence to 1 mod 5 and x congruence to this, for example, x congruence to 1 mod 7, x congruence to 3 mod 11 means this is a problem, given problem. We can find from this a1 and a2 a3 and m1 m2 m3. What is a1? a1 is 1 and a2 is 1 and a3 is 3. What is m1 given here? m1 is 5 and m2 is 7 and m3 is 11. And since 5 and 7 all are relatively prime to one another, so we can find x. Otherwise we cannot find x. Okay, that is GCD of 5 and 7, GCD of 7 into 11 and GCD of 11 into 5 which is equal to 1. First we have to find the capital M. Capital M equal to m1 into m2 into m3. What is m1 m2 m3? 5 into 7 into 11. What is the value we are getting? 385, that is the capital value m. And to find the m1 equal to capital M by m1, that is equal to m2 into m3, which is 7 into 11, 7 into 11, 7 into 11, which is equal to 75. Like that, similarly we are getting m2 value as 55 and m3 value as 35. To calculate the value of xi, m1 xi equal to 1 mod m1. 77 we found from this. 77 xi mod 5, first equation for mod 5, which is equal to 1. So for the simplification only, I written like this. I replaces the 77 with 2 into xi mod 5. If we divide any number by this means what we get remainder as 2, maybe 75, up to 75 it is divisible by 5, 2 we will get. So 2 into xi mod 5 equal to 1. So what is the value of x1 value is 3. 2 into 3 is 6, 6 mod 5 we can get 1. So we have to find out the multiplicative inverse of this. Okay. Similarly, we will get x2 value as 6 and x3 value as 6. You can calculate. And after calculating the value, you put all the things in this equation. X equal to m1 xi a1 plus m2 x2 a2, like that equation I have given now. In this you substitute, you will get the answer as we already have the m1 value, m2 value, m3 value, and also x1 x2 x2 value we found, and a1 a2 a3 value we found. So what is the x value we are finally getting means 36. You can check. Okay, thank you students.